Coordinates locked. Launch initiated.
I have been enthralled by Helldivers 2. Not only is it an amazing horde shooter with interesting weapon mechanics, a cool reward system, no predatory microtransactions, and a development team that actually seems like they enjoy what they're doing, it has also done something that lesser men thought impossible. Making gamers like each other. That's right, the very same fatnecks that will meat ride their respective consoles to the point of climax. Why did I write that? Gamers united under one flag. It's a task few companies have ever come close to completing, and Arrowhead Game Studios did it on their fourth try. They also made Magicka and Gauntlet. So, how good is it? Well, I've been putting off this video so I can play it more. What's it been, 2 months since this game came out? Pretty good considering my track record. Sure, I'm trying to grow a YouTube channel and preparing for college and trying to find work so I can pay for said college, but god damn it, democracy needs me! The year is 2224. Over a century after the First Intergalactic War, a war which cemented Super Earth's democratic leadership over the galaxy. After democratizing the greater space, an age of peace was brought upon mankind. But now, old foes rear their ugly mugs once again, and it is up to an elite force of freedom-fighting patriots to serve as humanity's last line of offense. Basically, you're an ODST soldier, but instead of years of rigorous military drilling, you did a math worksheet your teacher found online. But who needs basic combat training when you have a winning smile, a can-do attitude, I'm bleeding out, and liberty to blow the wind into your cape? Also, unrestricted access to weapons of mass destruction comparable to that of the surface of the sun. We'll get to that later. All you need to know is that democracy's in jeopardy. And you've got to help us! Attention! Please disregard any and all online discourse regarding the alleged wrongdoings of Super Earth. These are mere fabrications from traitors and robots who want to kill you and blow you up. What the hell, Divers 2? Anyways, let's talk about this. The fight for our democratic freedom currently has 2 enemy factions in its path. And I do mean to emphasize currently because, we fucked up recently and, I'll get to it later, don't worry about it. Do you like killing fire ants? These crustaceous creatures are the Terminids, an interplanetary macro-colony of insect-like creatures whom raise anything and everything in their path. These big bugs. And those bugs are... Oh. God. There's a lot of them, and they use that fact to their advantage. One bug is rarely enough to stop a lone Helldiver, so the Terminids opt to overwhelming players with their numbers rather than using raw strength. Well, until the harder missions. Have you ever played Left 4 Dead? You know that feeling you get in your stomach when you hear the tank theme start playing and this big nasty looking guy comes barreling towards you? Yeah, imagine if he was the size of a skyscraper and could projectile vomit nuclear wasting you. There are a plethora of bugs to squash, each with their own unique abilities.
They're all incredible insects. Just watch what they can do.
You've got little guys, armored guys, invisible guys, that fucking bird that I hate, Satan incarnate. I swear I've been killed by these little shits more than anything else in this game. All of these funny critters, along with their respective missions, which I'll get to in like 2 chapters, just give me a bit, they all blend together into a really damn good horde shooter that challenges players to work together and complete objectives and then there's the bots. The automatons don't bring nearly as many troops as the bugs do, so you might be inclined to think, surely, these guys are the lesser of the 2 factions. Well, let's compare and contrast. Firstly, they shoot back. Sorry, Starship Trooper fans, we are now approaching Vietnam. The jump from stupid, idiot, dumber than dirt bugs to these guys is pretty jarring. These robots are smart as hell. They signal for reinforcements, smaller units will be sent out on patrols when they don't know your location, melee troops will be sent to force you out of cover, and you do not want to be out of cover because these guys have the arms to go with their intelligence. Small arms, big arms, swords, mortars, fire, airships, fucking chainsaw man. Short of dropping pianos on you, they've got everything covered. Oh, what's that? Looks like they just updated the game. I wonder what they added. Oh no. Mother warned me this would happen. Luckily for us, the price of hyperintelligence is self-preservation, meaning you can put the fear of God into these robots. Shoot a few missiles their way and they'll rethink their entire life's purpose, decreasing their accuracy in the process. So-called bot sympathizers will have you think you should feel bad for the evil robots because they can feel pain. Well, I sure as hell hope so. They just fucking blew up Uncle Terry! I'm getting off track here, but all of this is to say that each opposing faction brings their own unique challenges to the missions, and that it's quite rare to see this much thought and detail put into enemy design in the hellscape that modern gaming has become. And it's really cool, and I like it. But with all of these adversaries attempting to jeopardize our great democracy, how are you expected to combat them? Hell, to fight something of this strength, you'd need some pretty deadly tools. From assault rifles to shotguns, snipers to pistols, rocket launchers, crossbows, lightning bolt, lake of fire, anything and everything you could ever hope to use is in the palm of your big, awesome hand. And the feedback on these things, oh, let me tell you about the feedback. It's good. Guns feel tight and responsive, they feel exactly as weighty as they look. One of my favorite features in this game is that heavier weapons take longer to aim and move around, so you really feel panicked when a big guy is running towards you. Also, every enemy has its own unique body dismemberment, and bigger troops, like the Hulk, have weak points that you can shoot to deal big damage. Or you can just blow their arms off for fun. This does, however, come with the caveat of armored troops. The more you piss off the bugs or bots, the heavier the reinforcements become. And suddenly your pistol does fuck all, and then you die, frowny face, in the script. How do you expect me to kill this thingy? If only I had access to an armory equivalent to 1/8 of the United States military spending budget. That's right, for the low price of an entire country's annual income, you too can eviscerate your enemies in style. Stratagems are the key to your squad survival. The 4 you end up choosing before every match will dictate your playstyle for the coming battles. Want more survivability? Slap on a shield or some heavier armor. Prefer to play support for your team? Get a bigger shield and some more stims for your teammates. Maybe you don't feel like playing the game today. Simply equip 4 sentries and let the game play itself. Or you could just say go fuck yourself to your team and go full Lord Death of Murder Mountain. Bring down a Titan, kill 3 guys, and then die to your own rocket. We need more landmines! Triple the defense budget! Something, smooth transition to the next topic, I don't know. All of these weapons of mass destruction don't come cheap. Resources are scarce in intergalactic warfare. Fortunately, this problem solves itself, as we are currently fighting the resources. The bile that bugs produce, dubbed Element 710, is used as fuel for many of our badass spaceships. And bot parts allow us to experiment in making badass weapons. Splendid. But our mission isn't just to survive, we have democracy to spread, damn it! Many planets in our galaxy are controlled by our enemies, and it's our job to make sure they pay for their greatest sin. Communism. So grab 3 of your closest friends and choose a planet. Each planet has different objectives depending on its climate, the enemies, the difficulty, and the current major order. Super Earth's prime mission at that current time. Operations consist of 1 to 3 missions of differing types. Whether you're squashing bug nests, blowing up bop fabricators, or raising flags in Super Earth's honor.
Is the flag raising? No, it's not.
No, it is.
Oh.
If you look, it's going up.
Is it?
Yeah, just give it a second. Completing every mission leads to the success of your operation, liberating the planet by a cool 0.0003%. Wonderful! Every Helldiver is constantly in a back and forth between the forces of evil, hoping one day that every planet will know the warm feeling of a democratic state. And can we talk about the music in this game? Yeah, I know it doesn't fit in this chapter, but I need you to know of the bliss that is this game's soundtrack. Every single piece of music is flawless in its execution. The loadout selection screen gets you amped to fight evil bastards. Each faction has their own theme that works to develop their gameplay styles, and the diving theme is so iconic that I don't even think I need to play it, but I will. But if I had to give one track the title of best, it would undoubtedly be the Extraction theme. After finishing all of your objectives, you don't just teleport back to your ship. No. You have to extract, which means standing in one location for 3 minutes while everything on the planet tries to kill you. This theme, this masterpiece of a theme, combines motifs from every other song into an amazing ensemble of orchestral beauty, creating a feeling of both pure panic and invincibility. Fighting those last few bugs, taking out bot ships, and fighting alongside my team has made for some of my favorite gaming moments ever. And those last 20 seconds as you cover your team, just barely making it into the evac ship, make it feel like you've just won a marathon. I'm usually not one to praise games on their graphical fidelity or overall realism. My favorite game looks like fucking dog shit. But this game is something else, man. Never in my life have I been so consistently awestruck by the detailings of a fucking video game. Each planet has its own unique style that differentiates itself from the next. The weather systems can make you feel like you're fighting through hell itself. Helldivers, explosions and gunfire feels so visceral and intense. The reflections of ice and rain look amazing, and the terrain always works incredibly with every mission, which is even more impressive because this game is procedurally generated. I don't know which god or demon they made a deal with to make something like this work, but god damn it, I'd say it was well worth it.
I'm a wanderer. Yeah, a wanderer. I roam around, 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 around. Letting go, my letting go.
So, that's it, right? I think I talked about everything. Man, what a good game. I really don't think anything could bring it down. A few balance tweaks here and there, and I think it's got a chance at Game of the Year. Well, unless the publisher added a change so universally hated that it permanently stained the reputation of the game, as well as revoking several million players' ability to play it. But that would be ridiculous. Surely that would never happen, right? Right? I would have loved for this video to end with some closing remarks, a few cheeky suggestions, and an overall positive message, but I can't do that in good faith because we have a Sony problem. As per usual. In case you hadn't heard, a few months back, Sony, the publishers of Helldivers 2, thought it imperative that all Helldiver accounts be linked to their PlayStation network, citing security concerns. Now this would have been bad enough, since Sony has had a vast history of leaking people's information, but it also locked out any people from any country that doesn't support PSN. Meaning hundreds of thousands of players could not play the game that they bought. Thankfully, the Helldivers community banded together, refunding and negatively reviewing the game in protest. And with what is quite possibly one of the biggest wins in gaming history, they actually managed to get the change reversed. Sure, this fiasco left a sour taste in people's mouths, and the player numbers never really recovered, and a lot of countries still can't play the game because it's been blocked in their region. But I don't have to make a PSN account, and that truly is the freedom of democracy. So yeah, thanks for watching. This isn't like a call to action, by the way. I'm not asking you to boycott the game again, but it would be pretty cool if everyone could enjoy this game as much as I do. I don't know, make a tweet about it, or don't, doesn't matter, they're not gonna listen. Anywho, like the video and comment and subscribe, I guess. Or don't, if you didn't like it. Dislike the video, post a comment threatening me and my family, send a SWAT team to my door and get me killed.